Welcome back to episode 5 of KOSI, everybody. Special one today because we're obviously not on our own. Got a couple of guests.
Do you wave? I don't know if you wave.
Yeah, wave.
Do what you want.
Wave,
yeah.
wave, yeah.
Hi.
I'm excited.
He's excited.
It's a big day out for us. Yeah, we don't get invited. This is the first time we've been invited anywhere, right? So.
What, on a show?
Yes.
Ever, yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought what we do, you can stand up, say 3 interesting things about yourself, your name, where you're from, your background. I'm joking.
My brain was panicking. I thought you fucking threw
Your
me under the
face
bus
said
here.
you were like...
3 interesting things. I was like struggling for 2.
For those that don't know you, who are you?
Luke.
Pitkin from Giig.
Anything else?
I looked at the camera there as well.
Cool. And then do you want to introduce yourself and your quads?
Yeah, Andy Sturgis from Giig as well. And yeah, well, these are my legs.
They're too big for the camera.
Quad 1 and quad 2.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't wear shorts today, Si. Is it because Lee was coming on?
I didn't want to be shown up by his quads. I didn't want to be shown up.
Was that actually the case?
No, I looked at the BBC weather app and it said it was going to be pissing down with rain.
Right, okay.
So I was like, I'm a bit worried about where I'm going to be this afternoon.
Inside though.
Yeah, I didn't really think about
Yeah.
it.
Fair.
I actually think most of my shorts were in the wash, if I'm honest. And then these were the only... Now, that was it. Some of the short colours that I had wouldn't have gone with the black and... would have gone with the green and white.
Okay.
Because I had like navy blue shorts and I was like, navy blue shorts because it's got black. I think about these things.
How many QPR shirts do you have?
6 or 7.
Right, okay.
Different ones, yeah. I do love them. This is my latest edition.
Is it?
This
season?
1992 retro.
I like it.
Nowhere near
Yeah.
the season.
Mate, nowhere near. Yeah. Mate, QPR shirts, I spend a fortune on them. You know how Glastonbury has a fallow year?
Yes.
Whereas like 1 year they don't do anything?
Yeah.
My kids are so small that last year's kit still doesn't fit them and I bought them kits this year. So next year's got to be a fallow year. There's no kits for anyone.
No kits
Give them a
next
year
year.
to grow into the shirts that they've already
I don't know,
got.
they might shoot up.
I hope so. I really do hope so. Otherwise he's destined for a life.
How much do they set you back?
60 quid, I think, for the full kit for the
kiddie
kids.
shirt.
I've got 2 kids as well. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah.
Full kit.
Yeah.
Full kit.
Socks included.
Yeah.
Shinies as well.
Nah.
Shinies.
Yeah.
Miles does wear
shin
it.
pads.
Oh, have you
They-
seen kids' shin pads?
Yeah, they're tiny,
so
though,
cute.
yeah.
They're so cute.
Right, special episode today. Giig Boys on.
Yes.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
You guys are a big part of the reason why we got this. We kicked our ass into gear and got the show started. Really.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that long ago.
It wasn't even that long ago. And now we're like episode 5 in, so it was a no-brainer because we don't have guests on KOSI, right? It's we have co-hosts. Is what
Yeah, so
we
don't
like.
anyone be watching and thinking you can come on as a guest because it's really only special
Necessary
people
night.
that come on.
Need KOSI energy.
What is KOSI?
Yeah, what is KOSI?
Couple of twats.
Yeah, we've obviously got it. Don't take it as a compliment.
Twat tendencies.
Yeah, fine. I'm honoured. Like the guy that we work with was shocked. I told you this in the car on the way here. Like saying we're going to KOSI. He was like, "Why?" He was like, "They've been in the industry ages. Surely they've got better people they can like link in with." I was like,
Thanks.
Yeah.
"Cheers, mate."
No, mate, you're pals. Just
Pals,
like
It's funny
Yeah.
how that works out, though, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
because like I would say the same thing when we were coming up here today. I was like meeting a couple of mates for a chat.
Yeah, well, that's the KOSI vibe.
the KOSI vibe. That is
Like,
it.
You do
KOSI
become,
chat.
you do become mates.
Yeah.
Which is quite sweet. So and
We
there's
need to
a
get Lee in the group chat.
Lee's not. Do you know what that group chat is one of
group
the
chats. You don't want me in
Yeah,
group
he's
chats.
rubbish, to be fair.
I find it better when you screenshot things and send it to him and then send us his response.
Send the response because he'll reply.
Yeah.
When
I need
he
to
was
be
left
careful now.
Because the screenshots come back.
Yeah, they do. When he was left to chat with you on his own, you thought he'd died. You texted me, you were like, I think Lee could be dead or missing.
Yeah.
I was like, right, no, I'll find him.
Go on,
He was like, I've not heard from
me.
him. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine. But that group chat has been one of the best things I think that's come out of networking.
Yeah.
Like, because all these group chats get set up, like I'm in one with all the guests that we've had. We obviously had one with Andy, we've had one with Bobby, we've had one with Snell, but the one with you two just keeps on going, like it just doesn't.
We do a lot of like motivational shit in there. I'd be like, right, fucking, I'll just close this, or I'm feeling up for it.
Come on, we can do this.
We can do this,
August is
guys.
gonna be
It's-
smashing.
It is a little bit rah-rah sometimes.
No, it's a bit like that, but it's also like Nessa's life updates as well. And your life updates, which are like polar opposites.
Yeah.
Like she's going wild somewhere in Europe, and you're like, I'm out at the park with the kids. And I'm like, it's a lovely balance between
Raven Nessa and Twin Dad.
yeah.
Polar opposite lives. Well, should we?
Personal bits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
okay,
we bought?
cool. So recent stuff that's been going on. Oasis, obviously mad
So
for
jealous.
it.
Your
Fucking
stories were killing
best
me.
day out ever. I made out that I had no idea who Oasis were on my story. I was like, I think one of the things I put up was me with the bucket hat and going, fucking hell, these men have got more than 5 songs. I didn't know they had this many songs. People were losing their shit. You're the reason I couldn't go. I was like,
Can't actually getting some of that.
yeah, mate, loads of people were angry about it, but no, I actually genuinely...
And you got more and more drunk as the stories went on. I was just loving it. Loving it.
Cheryl burst into tears when they came out. She literally just burst into tears. I was like, what are you fucking doing?
I probably would have if I went to see somebody that I loved that much.
It was good. Great day out. Unbelievable vibes. No drama, considering it was like 9 blokes to one lady there. And everyone's off their rocks, right? Like, off their rocks. It's the first place we've ever been to where the queue for the gents is longer than the ladies.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, Box Park, queue for the gents.
That's every rave I go to.
Yeah.
The queue for the gents is horrendous.
It's longer than that.
Yeah.
So that was good fun. Big day out.
Did you just
no
go to
kids. Nah, just had to wait for the gents basically. But I was trying to my glass ran emptied, right? So I finished my drink and like just for 2 random pieces today. So I was like, oh mate, hold that for a second, like pretend I need to do my shoelaces. And he took it and his mate went, you're such a guy. I was just like having a laugh. But it was that kind of vibe. Everyone was just making me laugh. And it was like a good
weather as
good
well,
level of
wasn't
humor.
it?
Yeah, sunny day.
The sandals were out.
The other thing I've done, I did a Tough Mudder. Obviously,
Well done.
not completed it. Did that. That was good.
Just that deserves a round of applause.
50k. Thank you. Raised almost £1,000 for Twins Trust, which is a small charity.
That's good.
Which is nice. Yeah, I'm doing one last push for donations.
Get on me a case because I knew you.
One last push for donations, but
how far
that was
are you away from the grand?
I thought a couple hundred, I think. Couple hundred.
Nice.
Actually, we could put it. Is it too late to put it in the caption?
No,
for
I'll
this?
put it in the caption for this. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a lot more challenging mentally. It wasn't. I think I was fine with the mental challenge. I liked it, really enjoyed it. My calves went at about 10k and I just couldn't do anything. There's one of the challenges you have to jump up and put your legs over. As I've got my legs over, both my calves have cramped up. And I just had to let go of the rope. I was like a little crab on the floor like that.
Little crab.
Yeah. And then obviously the QPR calendar always
comes to every show.
Every show.
Well, I've actually remembered my items because last time I forgot and I just took a hand cream out of my bag, I was struggling. So I've just come back from literally one of the best weekends of my whole entire life. I'll go into it later because I've got a story, but I got into Berghain, which is like the techno club of the world. So that's my little wrist.
Exclusive.
Looks in good nick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It probably smells.
It does smell.
Yeah. And then I went to see Kind of Music, who are like they're a German group of like DJs. They're amazing. And I bought a t-shirt because I couldn't leave without some memorabilia.
Yeah.
And it was insane. There was like 70,000 people there.
Yeah, that's it.
It was amazing. And we were on the stage. We paid extra to be on stage. So we didn't have to be in with like the normal... It was mental, honestly. People couldn't get in. No, but people couldn't get in. They were like squeezing through the gates and stuff. They bought tickets, but like to get into the main... It was in Tempelhof Airport. It's huge, massive. So we were really lucky because we had like space to dance and we were right by the speakers. Oh yeah, it was class.
Your story was amazing.
Was
on
that
Instagram?
what you sent me on Instagram recently?
Yeah,
I didn't realise that was you behind the DJ. Right, I thought that.
I wasn't. Where the DJ was, we weren't in that immediate area.
Okay.
That's like friends, basically.
Okay.
We were like in this bit here.
Nice.
But yeah, it was class.
I was looking for Kate in that video as well.
Did you struggle getting into that place?
Berghain?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the story later.
Right, okay.
But no, it was weirdly easy. But I think we were just lucky. But I'll tell you later.
Yeah, nice. So that's all of our personal bits. Now, me and Kate have both been on Giig It A Rest. Actually, we've both talked about how fun that was, and it was Kate's episode recording at my house.
That was so much fun.
Decided to get KOSI off the ground, and you guys do gifts.
We do.
So we've decided to do some gifts.
We were thinking.
Not all the gifts are here. So
Okay.
but
there's more to come.
there's more to come. You're going to have to film yourself recording these.
No.
Not excited, are you?
Oh,
Give it to you if you want.
I'm expecting a lunchbox or something.
Well, that's actually the post. That's the one that's in the post.
I was going to do the same thing. I was going to put a Kit
There's
Kat in a
this as well,
lunchbox.
which you should open this.
Right, thank you. Thank you, guys. That's very kind of you. Vistaprint. Oh, look at this.
No way.
Mate, these cycling jerseys. Mate.
I know how much
They're
you
cool,
like.
aren't
That is
they?
unreal.
I know how much you love
mate.
cycling,
mate.
Yeah.
Mate, I'll wear this to the expo with my shorts
With
on
the
as well.
plenty with the carpet
And my-
again.
Oh, thank you.
Mate,
They
that's
look cool,
amazing.
don't they?
That's
mate,
very
that
kind
is-
of
They're
you.
wicked.
Did you? Are they the same size?
Yeah, I think so.
Men's
Unreal.
mediums, mate. These
Mediums.
will.
Is that
these
right?
will be the nuts.
Yeah, thank you.
That is genuinely
That's
something.
Yeah.
cool. The pocket. Are these for water bottles?
Yeah, that's for your snacks and stuff in the bag.
Well, you guys are cycling mad. And
Yeah,
you are
you know
so
what?
cycling mad.
I didn't realise it was going to be cycling club.
We were
That's-
obviously we've got some tightly presents, but then I was like, do you know what? We should do something that's got the collab on it.
How
Got
cool does the
things on it.
KOSI logo look on
Yeah.
the orange as well?
It looks good on the orange.
Yeah.
Each breast.
He's best.
Giig It A Rest podcast.
Mate, and you guys go cycling, so
They've come out really well. The logos
Yeah.
are there. Thank you so much. Oh, this one as well.
yeah. Your second one is it actually, do you know what? Annoyingly gets delivered today. It's so annoying. So annoying it gets
I
delivered
knew we'd
today.
be cutting it fine. Right. But get up. What else is in there out? So basically, it's a spinning toy.
I would never have got that. So you wrap it around.
I think
Yeah.
so. And then you've got to
Then
try and get it to spin.
Right, Jesus. I'm obviously not going to fling it in here.
No.
Because Tom might be a little
Okay.
bit worried about his equipment.
Tom's panicking in the background.
But basically, do you want to tell everyone
The
where this
story
comes
of.
from?
I don't really know how to explain it. So we were obviously recording the podcast with you guys.
You were setting up, weren't
We
you?
were setting up, and like we were all ready to go. And I said to him, I don't know why I said it, but I was like,
You were lying on the floor.
I was lying on the floor on my belly, and I was like, should we start spinning? and what I meant by that is like, should we start recording? And he looked at me like, what do you mean spinning?
I was like, why are you trying to be cool?
Yeah, I don't know why I said spinning. And I was then lying on the floor in your front room like, I don't know how I get out of this now. And you guys just started wetting yourselves.
You're
So, you know
actually
what?
in my phone as Luke spinning. Picking.
Spinning.
Should we start spinning? I don't
And
know.
now
why
I
thought it was
never let it
Start
go.
spinning, hit it.
Any opportunity
So-
to bring it up, I will bring it up.
Thank you. And
That's
point made, and I will see if I can get it spinning.
Yeah, we
You
want
want
the
to film
video.
it?
Yeah.
You obviously know what your
Do you
your
want to
second present
do you
is.
want to tell the Lunchbox story?
Well, I don't really know it, but
Yeah, I think
Basically,
I called,
You tell him.
I called him Lee Evans, basically. Ages ago, I was like, he looks a bit like Lee Evans.
Put it on
doesn't
the
he? Do you remember that?
memorabilia. Put it
And
on.
then,
Yeah.
but then, I don't know. I like having nicknames for people. I've always been a nickname person, right?
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
You do look like Lee Evans, which is
do.
why I was like,
Yeah,
Lee
yeah,
Evans
yeah.
is a good shout. So Lee's, and I love that Lee's like caught on. But also there was a picture. No, it was I was watching an episode of KOSI, and he sat there.
No, do you mean Giig?
Sorry, he's they're recording. I'm watching an episode of Giig, and he sat there, and his shorts have like gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
I've read up, which obviously to accommodate for his giant
For the
quads.
giant quads, yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
This is where I'm gonna get
there was a
conscious.
giant bulge like between his legs. And I was like, "Fucking look at his lunchbox!" And lunchbox is a common turn of phrase that people.
I've
like,
never heard that
I've never
before.
heard that.
lunchbox.
Nah.
Is that
No.
not a thing?
Nah.
I'm not that I talk about people's lunchboxes a lot, but we
sounds like you do.
just your one in every
I've
group
never
chat.
heard that before.
Someone's lunchbox. Look at his
No.
lunchbox.
I've never heard someone.
No.
Nah.
I'm
Well,
very,
that's
I'm very
I like it,
conscious
though.
about my lunch now. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Well, mate, I thought I could have to stuff a pair
might
of
have to-
socks
might have
down there, sitting next to fucking Lee Evans.
just leave.
I actually forgot your name was Andy. You know when you said Andy then, I was like, Andy?
who's
that?
Andy? Yeah.
The quote was though, Lee's got a big Kit Kat in his lunchbox. That's what he texted me. Like, Lee's got a big Kit Kat in his lunchbox.
Yeah.
And then after that, and I tried to
a
tell
break.
you about that on the pod, and you were like, not sure
I was like, yeah.
what's going
I
on.
think his missus has told us to leave his lunchbox alone as well.
Yeah. She said hands off his lunchbox.
That's
my
not the
lunchbox.
lunchbox. For her snacks
Him
only.
only.
We, yeah, so you've got a lunchbox.
Yeah.
So the stories
I'd say-
basically are that I made a twat of myself because I said spinning, and he's well endowed. Like,
It's
a big contrast in
Yeah.
like.
There's a good
those-
picture on the lunchbox though.
Right, okay,
Can you
yeah.
guess who's on it?
Lee Evans.
Yeah, so good.
I can't wait to see
It
it.
is so good.
We'll try and get a segment going of what's in Lee's lunchbox.
Yes!
I
That
just
is a
feel like
good-
now it's public. I'll be going around the expo and they'll be like,
Everyone's just gonna.
go on and let's see your lunchbox. So like,
Well, welcome to my world because you two exposed me as
Okay.
not
Oh,
being
yeah.
I
Welsh,
thought
and
you
now
were
I
gonna
keep
say
getting
something different.
people get annoyed at me about it.
I love
So
it.
there we go.
Well, yeah, I'm really glad you like those. I
Yeah,
thought
we're
you
good.
would. I thought
Thank
you
you
would
so much.
because you guys are well into your cycling. So, Yeah, and we went Giig It A Rest podcast as opposed to...
Yeah, love
Giig.
that.
The
Love
two.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. We'll get them out. We'll get a team shot out, bit of content.
The next event we
That's
do
very
as well,
kind of you guys.
we can go in matching, yeah.
I'm thinking about getting back on the bike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's get it in. Let's get one in.
Yeah. I've
Team.
got some
events.
lycra.
I'll run. I'll run next year.
Yeah, it's probably faster than I cycle. There's a good story.
I don't know why. I just imagine you like a little kid's bike where your legs go out like that.
It's not far off, I reckon.
I love it. I got really into it. Lockdown, living in London. I was going out doing like 40, 50k in the mornings before work. It was lovely. All around London.
40k?
Yeah.
40?
Yeah.
You were running 40k?
Cycling.
Oh, fucking hell. I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
I can barely run 14, yeah. I can't, no, running's not for me, knees, but cycling, knees, easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then if I do go out with you guys, then I'll also get myself a jersey.
Yeah. Do you ever need support when you're out cycling?
Any support?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like for fixing...
Oh, I thought you meant like somebody being like, go outside.
Do you know, this is, we're getting sidetracked, but look, very quickly, we've moved to Egham. Near Egham is Windsor Great Park. Great place to go cycling. Yeah, where we went. Yeah, lovely park.
So nice.
So we moved there. I've got a bike. And we moved and I was like, right, Sheza, going out for a bike ride. I said, I'll be back in a couple of hours, girl. And then I got out. And then at the bottom of my road is this ginormous hill, Prune Hill. Yeah.
Like, no.
And I've got to go off it. I was like, fuck, this is hard. I'm basically stopping every time I pedal. And anyway, I got to the top, got into Windsor Great Park, cycling around, having a whale of a time. I'm like, this is amazing. It's what I wanted. Like, I've moved out of London. I'm born and raised Zone 1, Zone 2 London. I'm living the life. I'm in the Royal Park.
Country boy now.
Flat tyre. And then I think I've got all the stuff in my little back pocket in the little bag thing. And I get it all out and I'm like, fucking, I've got no idea how to do this. Phone's got no reception because I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I can't even get a YouTube video up to do it. So I just sat there.
And can't get a lift home.
Can't get a lift home. And then in the end, this lady walks past. She's pretty fit as well. She stopped and she's like, oh, do you need a hand? And I was so embarrassed. I was like, no, it's okay. And I let her go. And then anyway, find some reception. I had to get Cheryl's dad to come pick me up in his Volvo estate, put the bike in the back of the car. And he went, good ride was it? As soon as I got in the car.
You were married at this point, right?
No.
Oh, this was pre. Right, okay.
We're not married now.
You're not married now, I was going to say.
Yeah, we're engaged. No. We've got an Islamic wedding done. I got pregnant, didn't I? So needed to get the Islamic certificate in place.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
For the family.
Right, fine.
But yeah, we need to.
Do you think you'll ever go?
But wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, proper. Massive party, isn't it?
Fucking hope so. I want to go to the party.
Proper piss out that would be. Right.
We need to get moving.
Yes.
What are we doing first?
LinkedIn posts.
Okay.
Let's let the guest rock and roll first.
Yeah.
Me?
No pressure.
Okay.
So
I don't know if this will. I was looking at this, and I was like, I don't know if this will bring the tone of the podcast down slightly, but I thought I would try it anyway.
Thanks for taking a risk.
Yeah, I'm going to go risky. I'm going to go risky.
On theirs, not ours.
You know when people like attention seek on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
And they go for like, this is like one of those posts where someone's clearly attention seeking. They're
lying.
They're looking for the likes.
Yeah.
So it opens up by saying, thank you for all the lovely messages at this difficult time. Me and my family really appreciate it, which is making you think it's a bit sad. We just want to be left alone while we come to terms with this loss. Special mentions to Chris, Marie and Jamie, who were first to message. It's times like these you realise how much of a family our recruitment industry really is. Even if you are playing away from home, 7-1 is not acceptable. Come on, you Ars.
Fucking twat.
When you started reading it, I know. I knew it.
I got so many people with that, by the way.
No, he got me because I think I was still in Berlin and I read the first thing and I was like, oh my God, what's happened to society?
Exactly the same.
And I was obviously a bit fragile. I shit my pants. And then I quickly checked our chat. I was like, has something happened? And then I read it all and I was like, oh, you bastard.
I got like 4 or 5 WhatsApp messages of people saying, you dick. And I was like, what? And they were like, mate, I thought something serious had happened. I was about to call you to see what had gone wrong. But yeah, literally, Queen's Park Rangers, for those that don't know, got hammered 7-1 by Coventry. I was meant to go to that game because Chris Kendrick from Mercury sponsors Coventry. Yeah. They've got a box and he let me go there last year. And then he said, you'd be welcome up this time round. But I had a barbecue, so I couldn't go. Sure. I remember getting to the barbecue. It was like 3:15. It's 3 o'clock kickoff, 3:15. I was like, it's fucking up 3 or 4-0 down already. Yeah. And then as more goals went in, more people text me. So Marie Pegram is a Watford fan. She's from TC Group. Oh, nice. She messaged me saying, oh, bet you're glad you didn't go. Jamie Burrows just sent me an emoji of like, you know, the TV, like that. got hammered. But that post,
Well played.
I saw it and straight away I was like, KOSI next week.
Attention seeking.
Attention seeking.
I love it.
There's all those people that attention seek online.
Thank God,
I didn't want to bring the mood down.
That's hilarious.
How long into me reading that did you realise it was you?
As soon as you opened.
As
soon as you opened.
It was the what's the second bit? I was like, hold on a minute.
Do you know what I almost did for my LinkedIn post? I tried and the reception went on the train yesterday. I was trying to go back through all your posts.
Was ya?
Like
there's 11.
I wanted to try and go,
find
something really old. Maybe with like an old photo of him as well. I was trying to find something really old that might be a bit cheesy or funny to bring up. But the reception went, so I've gone for something else. But thank you for the reminder.
Pleasure.
Come on, yours.
Some of your recent posts have been really long as well. So.
Have you got one of his?
No.
That would be a very
one.
good player, to be fair.
How am I supposed to focus on work today knowing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged? Recruitment feels the same sometimes. Plenty of near misses until the perfect match says yes. The good news, in IT recruitment, there's more than one perfect candidate out there. And when role and skills align, it's a love story worth celebrating.
Is this a serious post?
I think that's a deadly serious post.
I would say so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that something you've done?
Jumped on the back. No? What? I put that post.
Are you a secret Swiftie?
100%.
I watch NFL, but not. I'm on the other side.
Do you think that's deadly serious?
I think it's deadly serious. People jump on current affairs, right? That's what you get. That's what all the personal branding workshop people tell you to do.
It's just the transition into
I love it.
A little bit like
there's more than one perfect candidate. Is my favourite like that.
Oh God! Did it get good engagement?
Let's have a look. I think it done all right. Oh, it doesn't say.
A lot of people
We'll get the link up for it.
I'd have thought
it's got a picture.
Right. Yeah.
It's got a
What's
picture.
the picture?
Is it?
It's them too.
What does the text say on it?
Did it Candidate never goes out of style.
It is good to do stuff in terms of try and link with relevant affairs or whatever.
It is, yeah.
Definitely.
It is.
Yeah, like the recent QPR scores.
Yeah, there you go. One of my best posts ever. I got 500 likes. It was just putting hand wash on, hand sanitizer. COVID, yeah. And I just put Brewdog on making hand sanitizer. I just chucked it up there. It got 600 likes.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, but did you write it like that?
No, I didn't write it like that.
That's
I was
why
this is. It was when recruiters put a post up that's not relevant. They're like, this oil and gas company is doing this, and it's just an article. I just basically did that with Brewdog. But
the
hand sanitizer.
It is good to relate things to current affairs, and it keeps it on trend, helps it rank, I guess. But the spurious links are a little bit you're clutching at straws.
Yeah.
IT recruitment. Taylor Swift got engaged to American football.
Yeah.
The leap is too big.
That's this is what my holiday taught me about B2B sales. Exactly that. Yeah.
I love those. This is what something taught me about B2B sales. I love those. Especially when it's
recruitment.
Or recruitment ones, yeah.
Yeah. I was lying on a sun lounger and then it hit me. No, it didn't. It didn't, though, did it?
My one.
And they just want an excuse to put their selfie from the beach up. Yeah.
My one is mine's a post, but the bit I want to highlight is the clap back in the comments. So the original post is, I actually saw this post as well. I didn't see the clap back. Being a headhunter is different than being a recruiter. Recruiters fill jobs. Headhunters find people that companies can't reach on their own. Recruiters focus on applicants. Headhunters focus on the hidden market. The 90% of talent that isn't applying, but is open to the right call. Recruiters match resumes, headhunters study industries, build trust, and go directly after the best. It's not about volume, guys. It's about precision, persistence, and relationships built over years. That's the difference. Now that post has had quite a few comments and a few engagements and stuff like that. This guy's name is, I'm going to just call him out because I don't know who he is. Ryan, Jaco, Jaco, and the first name Ryan, Ryan. The comment is from the Recruiter Life, who are amazing. The Recruiter Life is such a... He's gone, did you know that you can make the word crayon with the letters in your name? I'd suggest you stop eating them. Headhunting is part of recruitment. Full stop.
That is brilliant.
I suggest you stop eating them.
That is amazing.
How long have they sat there to figure out?
Oh, that's so good.
Do you know what? They comment on stuff really quickly. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's like a CRM or something.
I think it might be a CRM.
Oh, I know exactly who that is. No, they're not, because they are.
Five-ish sponsors of Recruitment Life.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, they're just like a parody page.
Yeah, they're really quick and like witty with their comments. Like you'd think that must have taken you ages, but they're on it.
Yeah,
I don't know who manages it, but I was going to say I completely disagree with that.
I mean, headhunting and recruitment.
If you are a decent recruiter, then you are doing all those things.
Yeah. I think headhunting is just a type of and form of recruitment.
And also it's just a different way of, it's a terminology.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think people like to use it and be like, I'm a headhunter.
To elevate themselves.
Yeah.
Well, recruitment agencies that do any recruitment agency that works on roles where the average fee might be more than 20k and it's a bit of a niche market, they'll say, we're hiring headhunters, because they want to convince recruiters who are called senior recruitment consultant to come and work for them. They go, listen, you're a senior recruitment consultant now. Do you want to come and be a headhunter? No. They use people use job titles.
Also, I think it's to try and impress the clients.
Yeah, we're headhunters.
Oh, we've got our headhunters.
Yeah, we've got this. What's he said? The relationships trust. But yeah, what a wanky post.
Yeah,
I don't agree.
When we speak to people about our product, though, I find you do get people that sit on both sides of the fence. Like, some people come to us and they're like, I go out and find candidates. I don't use job boards. I don't use this. I don't use that. And then some people come to us and they're like, what job boards do you have? And they're really like,
I think it depends on the market.
Yeah, like you do find people that are super one side or the other.
Candidate-led or client-led.
Yeah, because if you're doing temp recruitment and you're looking for fucking forklift drivers, you're not going to be do you know what I mean?
You're not a headhunter.
Well,
imagine, you can't be a headhunter.
No, but what I mean is you wouldn't have such a black and white differentiate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're going after C-suite, finance people,
but like
it's going to depend, isn't it?
To put a statement out to say, headhunting is all about like building relationships. Like whether you're a recruiter or a headhunter, if you're placing C-suite people, it's probably done by relationships. Full stop. You can call yourself whatever you want, right? But you need to know. Should be. Recruiter Life. That's the first time they've made it onto our show. And I'm surprised because they don't
come up in my feeds as much anymore.
They don't come up in mine. Actually.
They used to be top all the time. I used to absolutely love their posts. Yeah. But I don't see them come up.
Nah. Yeah. I've not seen it in ages.
Tom, you'd be glad to know I put that screenshot already in a folder for you.
For once.
I'm usually very late with sending my screenshot.
Whereas I'd already prepped it in advance.
I can get you my screenshot.
Yeah.
We'll be chasing you for it.
In my folder, not your folder.
You want lots of screenshots and stuff for all this? Actually,
just need the one screenshot from
me. We don't need to plan
that. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, we don't need to plan that now.
Fine.
Right. I've got to make sure mine loads up now. So this is one, I sometimes go for jokey ones, but this is more of it's written like tongue-in-cheek, Andy Hallett. It's his post. I can say that.
Hallett or Simpson?
Sorry. Simpson. No, hold on. I'm
Simpson
confused.
from Hinterview?
Yeah.
Yeah, him Simpson.
Sorry, Sorry, Andy. I saw it and I was like, love this post. So most recruiters won't like this post. FYI, this is a bit of a long one, okay? But there is no truth, only perception, and this is mine. There are two types of mid-size agency offices. The first is near silent, just the gentle taps of a keyboard, like mice planning a heist. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They tell me their market is different. The people in it don't like to talk. The phone is cruel and unusual. These rare, mysterious candidates are beyond an outsider's comprehension. They do research, important research, the kind so profound it can only be done with LinkedIn open and the blinds half closed. Sometimes the silence is so complete you can almost hear deals not happening. Then sometimes I walk into another office, same market, same clients, same candidates. So I've just got to open the next screenshot. Different universe. It's never quiet. Everyone's on Teams, someone's on mute, someone else needs to go on mute, headsets charging mugs, the music is one song too loud, someone's pitching while microwaving soup, and the top bill is sponsored by Bluetooth. You wait to speak because everyone's already busy speaking with the people who don't like to speak. Even the plants look busy, and here's the thing. Every time I find noise, I also find bigger numbers. On the TV screens, on the whiteboard, presumably in the pay slips, and yet nobody ever interrupts their research to find out why. Fucking love that post.
Very good.
Go on, Simo, that is fucking
I read
wicked.
it and I was like, I feel alive after reading that.
Oh, man,
but
I love
it's
that.
so true.
So true.
I'm so fed up of going into these agencies where it's fucking silent and I'm the only one talking. And their excuse is, it's our market and research.
Oh, the
bullshit.
market being different. Do you know what?
I wish I had my Nessa button.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, client.
It's in my office.
You have to.
No discount.
I assume that this is yours. Right. This is yours.
What do you think about that?
No, definitely. Because again, we speak to when I speak to people, you can tell the ones that are doing really well are often active. And there's this guy. His name's Daz. I'll leave it in so in case we can bleep it out if we want to. But he always says to me, he fancies himself a bit because when he's on the blower, he's like, "There's only one Daz, mate. Remember that." And he always says that to me before he goes. Like "There's only one Daz. Remember that."
Yeah, I like
and when we were onboarding him to the product, he was starting solo recruiter, and often people find it hard to get up and running, right? And in the first 3 months, I was checking in with him to see how he was getting on the product. He did 5 deals with 3 new clients, which I was like, "That's pretty decent, mate." And he was like, "I'm disappointed. I wanted 7 deals."
Like that.
And he always reminds me, there's only one Daz, right? And I was like, how'd you do it? And he was like, my non-negotiable from 9 to 12 is I'm on the phones and I do the shit that other people don't want to do. So I'm ringing the switchboards, I'm asking for leads, I'm just doing all the dirty stuff that other people won't touch. Yeah. Do that for 3 hours from 9 to 12. And then after that...
It's not changed.
No, that's the same as it was when I started, probably all of us. And we're not reinventing the wheel here. Nah. But it's just doing the things that other people won't do.
It's a good way of framing it.
There's only one Daz.
Only one Daz.
Yeah.
Only one person that's doing this.
That's a mic drop. Only one Daz.
Watches it.
Yeah, he's a lovely. Do you know what? He's a lovely bloke, and he's always so grateful for the stuff that we do.
Yeah,
like he's super
thankful.
And I say to him, I'm like, you're always so like the gratitude from you is massive, and he's like, that's not by accident, mate.
That's what
there's only one Daz. There's only one Daz, mate.
We should get him on the show.
But Simo is hitting the nail on the head there because honestly, when I started consulting and I was going around to different agencies and they'd be like, there'd always be one sort of like reticent person like in the room, like maybe like a sales manager or an associate director level person who's got a bit of a cushy number there, or, an ops manager that doesn't really want to have difficult conversations with people. And I'll always ask for all the call times and numbers and stats to be shared before I turn up for a site visit. And I'm having a look at it and I'm like, some people are spending 35 minutes a day on the phone. It's like, and it's like, and then you look at the notes on the system and it's like, all right, well, that was 2 interview prep calls. So actually you did no new calls with new candidates.
I don't understand
it. Like, and then so you go and you have this conversation. Then I remember being in a room once and someone turned around and said to me, it was like, what markets did you work in then? I was like, would you, as a recruiter, as an ops manager, or in my consulting business? Yeah. And they were like, oh, right, as a recruiter. So I told him as a recruiter. Then I said, would you like to know why I did as an ops manager? Yeah. So you've worked in quite a lot of the different industries then. I was like, I've worked at agencies where we do 110 grand placements in super candidate short hedge funds. And I've also worked in like shift management firms where they're nicking £1 or £2 an hour. Yeah. So there's nothing you're going to tell me about how your market is different. Do you know what the ironic thing was? They were just a tech data recruitment business. Right. So it wasn't even like they were anything really, really special. But everyone's always got that feeling. And it really, when you unpack it, it's because they don't want to have difficult conversations. They don't want to do the graft. And that's what it is.
Hard.
For me, anybody that at the moment is saying that, we shouldn't be making people go on the phone, or the phone doesn't really, it's not the main mode anymore. And I've called this out in private many times overnight. It's because you're shit at sales and you're scared of the phone. End of. That is why you're saying it. And it's worrying that there's people in L&D saying things like that in our industry. Really? Worrying. Yeah, fucking really ridiculous, because it's like, ultimately, if we go backwards, it's because you aren't very good at sales or you don't like sales.
Yeah.
All right. So I think play that. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say that everything works some of the time. Like I always try and tell people, like, with anything that you're doing, whether that's a marketing project or an operational initiative to improve anything, like all the tactics work some of the time. Sure. We just don't know. It's impossible to predict when
because we deal with people and people have different preferences.
Which is why you have to have multi-channel, omni-channel, multiple touch points, different times of day. That's why you have to be like clever about how you do the stuff. So it's not phone only works. No. Email only works. LinkedIn only works. Content is the only way.
You've got to use it all.
Got to use it all, man. Especially in 2025, in recruitment in 2025, you have to use it all. Yeah. But the one that does get neglected is the one that's the hardest. Yeah, that's the phone.
Yeah,
and social gets neglected as well, which I think is the best one. What I was going to say, though, playing devil's advocate on that, is do you think that the generations coming through that do use the phone less are going to make it so that the phone does work less?
So a lot of people say this about Gen Z. I work with a lot of Gen Z, but also a lot of millennials. Honestly, recently, I would say in the last 6 months, probably even longer, the people I have the hardest time with in BD are the millennials. It's not the Gen Z. They're Gen Z. I haven't had an issue. They're more than happy to pick up the phone. And people are like, oh, well, they don't work. I haven't seen that. Like, it's for me, it's the millennials I work with that are the ones that are avoiding it. They're nervous about it. Honestly, I don't. Wow. I don't. Maybe I've just been exposed to
Did you see the Enzo Tech group LinkedIn post? They did that TikTok trend, which is, of course we're recruiters. We're recruiters. Of course we've got beer pipes. And it got hammered, right? It ended up in the Daily Mail. Ended up in the Daily Mail. This twat of a woman, I'm going to find her name because we should definitely out her. She's a rec-to-rec based down in like Taunton or something. Yeah, it really annoyed me. From the heart. It really annoyed me because here's some young lads and girls who are all school leavers, by the way, because I think that's their MO. Enzo Tech's MO is school leavers. You want to graft, you want to wear nice clothes, you want to be around good-looking people,
like 18,
have nice things. They're all like that's their vibe, right?
Sure.
So all these people doing these TikTok trends, and they're all making money and working, not sitting at home, and not sitting at home, not doing anything, not selling drugs, not just like learning another trade or being a little skivvy.
On the side.
Yeah, probably. I take that back. But like, there's them working, and she just comes in and absolutely berates them, and like talks about the like the younger generation, this, that, and the other. I'll find the comment because I think it's worth our sharing that in the pod. And people went in on her. I went in on her. I was like, who on earth?
It wasn't actually that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. And I was like, who on earth are you to be like taking the mick out of these? Like they got an entire floor of young people, young British kids grafting. And that's the sort of firm where you are grafting as well. So
you'd walk in that off, I can picture it now, and I would smile as I walked in, be like a buzz of noise. Yeah. And like,
is now a good time to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
You wanted 40 grand. I got you 45. It'd be one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
I loved it. Right.
Can I quickly go and blow my nose? I know that's not very professional.
Blow it there.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
Sorry for the audio.
Anything goes on, Cozy.
You might want to take your headphones off, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. There's a noise coming, mate. And this will be a nice little clip for you.
Yeah.
Before my nose falls out on set.
Oh, stunning.
I did say I was going to walk away. Yeah, thank you.
Heard that in 4K.
Right. 4K nose blow. Right, we're on to rec stories.
Okay.
You guys
start with the
I'll start with mine.
Yeah, go.
Mine's a borderline rec story.
Yeah.
It was a story that happened in my old company.
Which was a recruitment agency.
Which was a recruitment agency.
So it's a recruitment story.
Yeah. So it was a company about 70 people larger. I think they're a bit bigger now. But at the time, we had a few stag do's we were going on. So we had like a bit of a lad stag group within the company.
Oh, this is going to be good.
on WhatsApp. And at the time, the CEO he was still working, but he was kind of retired. He was just still part of the company, but 70, right?
On the stag do.
And he came on the stag do's. Yeah, one of the stag do's he couldn't make, so we had a cardboard cutout of him. And it was my job to take him, I won't say his name, around.
I'd love to go on a stag do.
And these stag do's were intense. You know, we had one of the lads dressed up as I won't say it.
You can say it.
Gimp suit, basically.
It was in a gimp suit, and he through the airport. We gave him his bag, and it was just a bag of potatoes. And it's all those stories you hear about. It was
basically. Did you make his life hell?
Basically, the directors of the company were like, "Oh, we're going on a stag do. I've not been on one in 20 years. Let's just go full out." It was like that kind of thing. So it was like, yeah. On the other hand, we had a whole company WhatsApp group, 70, 80 people in it.
Oh no!
And Stephen, used to get those. Used to send around the videos, and he'd sent a video to the stag group, but it wasn't the stag group.
Oh shit!
It was the whole company. He'd sent a video. I don't really know how to explain the video, but it was something that a CEO that should not be sending to the whole company. Put it that way. I'll show you a clip of the. So I can send you that.
Look at the response underneath.
Is this real? I've looked at it.
Okay. It was so good. Kate was HR. Like it was just. It was so good. It was so good.
That's so good.
The best thing about the
best thing. He was like, how do I delete it? And then he's like, oh, I've deleted it. And then someone was like, no, you've just deleted it for yourself. So now no one can delete it.
Yeah. Instead of deleting for everyone, he just deleted for me. So it was left.
Oh no!
So it's probably still in the chat unless they
To this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least he's the one saving grace is that he is the CEO.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was like someone like a consultant,
I think as a CEO it's worse.
Yeah, but the fact that he was like everyone.
I mean, he
knew
can't sack himself, but
everyone knew he was a bit of an older guy. He was retiring. He was. It was just very him.
Was it a video?
Yeah.
I can only imagine what was going on.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
Why is it the missending, accidental send stuff is just such good stories?
It's so funny.
We've had so
But
many
if it
of those on
happens to
KOSI.
you, it is
Horrendous.
Yeah, your heart sinks. When we were in the car on the way down here, you said we need stories, and he was struggling. I
was racking
He was
my
like,
brain.
"I can't think of anything." I was like,
great
"What about
story.
what your CEO did?" He was like,
Oh my god.
He almost like reached across the car. He was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
If you worked in recruitment, I've got banks of stories now from people. Like Vic sent me like a few. I've got so many from people. And do you know what it is? It's the people that have been in it about 10 years.
Yeah,
I feel like 10 years ago.
We've got the best.
10 years ago was a bit Wild West. And speaking of Wild West.
Yeah, go on. You go.
Is this one you wanted? We nearly told this last time.
You told us last time. I thought it was a bit close to the wire, but I'm going to tell anyway now. This one isn't the Wild West. It's the Wild Middle East. It's called the Libya Project. Is the name of the story. So
have you written a book?
Strap yourself in. Go on,
give us the blurb.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Story time.
At the end of the day, we do like a cozy book.
Of all the stories.
Yeah.
Well, when I started in recruitment, there was an oil and gas division. Right. The oil and gas recruitment world was mental. Obviously, it's dissipated now because everything's renewable energy and so on and so forth. But back then, it was generally your candidate pool was a lot older British men, and like you're doing like 3 weeks on, 1 week off.
They made a lot of money.
You're working,
as well.
Thousands.
It
all came with danger money, didn't it? Like you're not going to Libya for £400 a day, are you? You're going to want a bit of extra cash for that. But with a lot of these oil and gas projects, you would more often than not be living on a compound where you've got like security, etc. Because obviously Libya is a bit dangerous place. Mate of mine, really good mate of mine, had a contractor he was about to place out on this Libya project. He already had one guy working there, right? So he's got the offer. The guy's got the offer for the job, the candidate, and he's trying to close the candidate. And he's like, "Listen, mate, it's safe out there. I promise you. I've got a mate. Let's call him Bob, as we always do.
Bob.
So Bob's over there already. He's been over there for a few months. He's loving life. Why don't I put you in touch with Bob, and Bob can give you a bit of an insight, a reference on it. They get him on a call. They arranged a call between them. So new candidate who's going out there called John speaks to Bob about going out there. My mate doesn't know what's happened on that conversation. Anyway, John then messages Ben, my mate, to say,
had to chat with Bob.
Good chat with Bob. Bit honest, but good chat. Where do I sign? And he's like, fucking hell, brilliant. Well, I've got this deal done, this and the other. Anyway, he'd asked Bob to summarise what they'd spoken about or put it all in notes and stuff. And my mate Ben's gone through this email and he's reading it. And as he gets down to like the second or third paragraph, there's a line in there that says, "Yeah, it's fantastic. And on the weekends, we all go out on boat trips. Yeah. No, it's brilliant. Security there and everything. Yeah. And loads of hookers. Yeah. We're just all weekend.
Was he like,
hookers on the boat?" And obviously Ben's just not read the email because he's just like, it's just going to be a reference email, isn't it?
Not another misread email.
And he's just didn't even think, what bad thing could he say in there? Because the guy said, yes, he's going to take the job. But the fact that he went, bit honest. This other guy.
Well, he was obviously impressed. He was like, yeah.
He signed up.
It's a yes from me.
He went for it.
Yeah. Compound living.
Love a boat trip.
Boats and brasses.
Yeah.
Boats and brasses in Libya. That's a fucking fragrance.
No, it's Boats and Hoes.
Yeah,
Boats and Hoes.
What film's that from? Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah.
But yeah, the oil and gas stories are so wild, man. Like every week something would happen in our office and it was like everyone had to go in the boardroom to have a conversation about it. Obviously we laughed about it afterwards, but when you're dealing with it at the time, it was bad. There was another quick side one. When they live on compounds, it's all expenses paid, so you don't need to spend your own money.
So the hookers are paid for as well?
Well, if you have to dip into your own cash for that.
Right.
If you've got a joint account, if you've got a joint account with your missus at home, you can't really be dipping into the joint account money.
No.
There's a geezer that was working out there that's called up the recruiter in our office and gone, "Here, mate, any chance you can send me 500 quid? Because I can't get it out of my joint account and I owe.
Yeah, but how would the wife know? How would they know? Because it'd be cash. It's not going to be
But he
direct
only has a
debit.
joint account. So if he takes cash out of the joint account, his missus is going to say, what do you need cash for while you're on an all expenses paid compound life?
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, how do you explain the need to take cash out of your joint account?
Bought you a present.
Yeah. Chlamydia.
That's like the scene out of Wolf of Wall Street when the dad walks in and he's like got the laptop. What can't think of what the company's called? TJ Entertainment or something like.
It's like
well, we spent
$40K
$2
on
grand.
Yeah, oil and gas stories. I've got so many of those, and I think they're just going to have to come out because they are so funny.
Yeah, you need to drip feed them out.
Drip feed them.
That's
Mad, isn't it? Yeah. But that's what that was literally 10 years ago. There was one of them stories.
That was normal, yeah.
One of them stories every single week at work. And
Really?
every week there'd be something like that happening. It's just, you got a certain demographic of candidate in a certain part of the world with load of cash and nothing else to do.
Bows and hoes.
Bows and hoes. Oh, I love that.
very good.
Shall I go next?
Go.
Okay, so I've got a great story from the temp world, the world of temp recruitment. Okay, so somebody I know, and this is going back, again, this is from back in the day, yeah? They supplied workers to a cheese factory in Crewe, and they had a call from the site manager who was like irate, and it was like, you need to get onto site immediately, like an emergency. So they were like, fuck. Like, what's happened? Somebody died? Somebody been shot? You know, like it was like an emergency. So they get to site and basically what's happened is they found somebody's shit on the toilet floor in the gents. So they're like, yeah, real emergency. And they want them to find out who is responsible for it because obviously it's one of the temps. It can't be one of the staff. It's one of the temps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they give them
piece of
pictures of the shit. And they're like, we want you to interview all the temps one by one and ask them, is that your poo?
And see their reaction and
To try and find out who did it. So obviously everyone said no, but like genuine, it seemed like no one seen, everyone was like, what is going on here? Like, you showed me pictures of a turd on the floor. Is this your poo? Do you know what I mean? So everyone said no. So the site manager removed all the workers anyway, because it had to be their fault. Do you know what I mean? So got rid of all the temps.
Wow.
And then, like the day after, a contractor called in that had been on site and said, by the way, I forgot to mention at the time, but I had a bit of a bad stomach on Monday and I accidentally shit on the floor. So it was a contract. It wasn't any of the temps.
Of the temp staff.
But they all got let go. Can you imagine being called in as a consultant or a manager of your team on site and you're like, oh, fucking hell, what's happened? And they're like, right, somebody shit on the floor. Can you find out who it is?
Who shit in the cheese?
I thought someone died or something if they jabbed you in.
They were like, oh,
jabbed you in,
shit. What's happened?
Someone's lost a finger in the cheese machine or something.
Imagine having to go to each person like...
With a straight face.
Have you got the picture?
No, I haven't got the picture.
Oh, is that when you showed it to them? Yeah.
No. Is that your...
going home to your missus being like, I've lost my top. They'd be like, why? Someone
shat
on the floor.
I think Cheryl would genuinely look at me and go, did you
shit on the floor?
But because that was a short one, a tiny little side story. This is another picture-related story. And again, this is close to the wire, and actually this is like recent, but I thought, let's tell it anyway.
Yeah.
From the world of construction, temp construction work. So there's a company in South Wales, very well known for just being like it's like the Wild West on site, right? Mental. And a temp worker, they found him in the morning, really early morning, in a forklift truck with his trousers down.
Oh, no.
He'd fought with his dick in his hands. He'd fallen asleep.
Having a wank on a forklift.
Yeah, and loads of people took pictures of it, and it went all over the...
He fell asleep having a wank.
Well, or maybe he finished, I don't know, but... just got a bit tired after, but it went everywhere. But this is recent.
What went everywhere?
The video.
Oh, yeah. I thought the same.
Oh, you thought, I didn't mean that. No, I meant the pictures and the videos went like, I could probably find
That's
it if
probably
I
the one
searched
that your CEO sent in the group.
no, this wasn't shit, but can you even imagine how much you would die if you got caught in that position? Why would you do it anyway?
What, me with my Kit Kat?
Risky
with
wank.
your lunchbox.
Leaving his lunchbox open.
Risky wank.
Yeah.
Risky wank level 1000, that.
Was he a forklift driver?
I don't know.
Maybe just used the wrong stick.
Maybe if I was the recruiter, I'd just be like, he fucking loved his job.
I think it was one of, I think that, so basically, imagine being your temp and having that call. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's worse than the pooing on the floor one.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Especially if you've got to address it with the candidate.
If there's photos of you naked, with your cock in your hand.
I know, well, because he definitely has
If there's a photo of you,
if he's gone full naked, that is right. Shirt off, like,
I don't think
candle
so.
on.
Nah, but still, any photo with you with your cock in your hand is not a good photo to be circulating.
I just heard that story and I thought that is wild and that is recent. That is not from 10 years ago.
You need to try and get. You need to try and get.
I can get the video if you want to see it.
I want to see it.
No, we need to.
I definitely want to see it.
We need to try.
This
and
is
see
kind of
that.
weird
That's
shit.
crazy.
But make sure you send it to the right group chat.
Yeah.
Don't send it to the wrong place.
Right, you'll go.
My go. So my story is a bit like I'm worried that it's not going to fit the vibe, but it's more. It's what happened to me. It's not funny though, but I just find it a little bit weird.
Okay.
And I can send photo evidence of this if you want to see it afterwards.
Is it like similar to my story?
Shitting on the floor.
No, the other one. Because if it is, I don't want to see the video.
I've not got. My penis wasn't in my hand at all.
Luke got let go because he had his penis in his hand.
Yeah.
So this was when I was living in Oz. I was working in Oz, and I was trying to win business with a client.
Did you live in Australia?
Did you not know this? He's said this so many times.
You say, yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, right, sorry.
Gabe's reaction maybe that wasn't a joke.
That was good acting. I thought you were being serious.
We talked about
How'd you get it out every time the camera comes? Every time the camera's rolling, you manage to get that one out there.
Yeah, I went to Australia.
Yeah, reminds me of the time. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I was
This
in
is what I
Australia.
learned from my time in Australia.
I need to change that. I can't change the location. But I was trying to win business with a client that were called Appliances Online. And
AO.
Huh?
That's AO, isn't it?
Appliances
AO.com.
Online.
Is Appliances
don't know
Online?
if it is anymore. Is it?
okay.
Is it? They were an Aussie brand.
They're not
that's-
Australian though, were they? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
.com.au it would have been.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I'm speaking to the CTO there and trying to build rapport on the phone, and he was like, do you want to meet up? Like me. So I'm like, brilliant, face to face. He was like, you can come round to this gaff that I'm staying at if you want. Like he was like, come round for dinner. So I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like send me the address.
Wait, didn't even think.
No, I just thought I really want the business. Like I was like, my mate might have been desperate for it, but I was. He said, come round for dinner. He said, I'll send you the address. So I was like, cool. So this is like 8 p.m. on a Thursday night that I've gone to this like random address that he's given me. Get there. This building doesn't have, there's just like a door. Massive building, like a warehouse, right? I soon discover afterwards that it used to be a sauce factory. So it was massive. It was like a great big unit, had a door, no door number, nothing. Rang the doorbell. This guy answers the door, brings me in. Turns out that like living in this factory, this was the CEO's house of Appliances Online. And he basically had all his mates living with him. There was about 12 of them that were living in this house. It had all different bedrooms. And I would say they were all between their 30s to 40s. And he was like, come in and I'll show you around. As soon as you go in, big glass window, there's pool there with like a sauna. They had all their bits in the pool. He showed me all the different bedrooms.
Sounds like something out of a film.
All the different bedrooms with different themes. And he was like, then he took me downstairs and he was like, showed me the garage. Opens the garage and like the floor lights up first, so like you see the strip lights, like all like the sports cars there, like with the thing. And then he takes me round the corner, down again, and he was like, "This is our nightclub. This is where we have our parties." Opens it up, decks in there.
I bet you that is insane living in there.
Bearing in mind this is client meeting, first time I've met the guy face to face as well.
Yeah.
Takes me down there. He was like, show me their toilets down there, and then there was this like glass window to a boxed off room. And it was like the smoking room and it had ventilation. So he's like, we'll go into the smoking room. He lights up a joint. He's like, do you smoke weed? I'm like, nah, it gives me like crazy insomnia, like not insomnia. Like what's the one where you...
Paranoia.
That one. And he sat there just like smoking a joint with me in this ventilated room, went out. Anyway, eventually we go upstairs and everyone's in. So I've got, there's me in probably like a cheap knockoff suit that I'm wearing with like 12 people in their mid-30s. Some guys cooked and we sat on this massive...
Were they all really cool?
They were cool. Yeah, they were like that. And his bedroom, the CEO's bedroom, was upstairs in the kitchen. And I'll send you photos of it. It was like a white bubble that was soundproofed. And it was like, he soundproofed it. So if they're having parties and stuff, he can just go in there. It was like a little spaceship, shut the door. No sound in there.
This is mental.
No sound in there whatsoever. So I sat down with these 12, 30-year-olds and when you say cool, they were talking about Burning Man. Yeah. So they were like, we're going to Burning Man. Now, obviously they're in Oz. This is...
that's a long way to go.
A long way to go, right? And I'm sat around this table with them and they're just like, I was expensive. They were like, nah, it probably cost you like 7-8 grand in total. Like, so, you know, and you're like, right, okay.
Yeah. This is what we're dealing with.
This is what we're dealing with. And I'm like a 20-year-old in like a dodgy suit sat at the end of the table, like trying to fit in.
That is mental. Do you know what?
It was weird, yeah.
Do you know what the difference is though? Like, we had a similar story. We had a similar related sort of story last episode. You know, the one I told about that. Oh no, you haven't seen it yet. It's not out. It's not out yet. But basically, the difference is you didn't question going over there.
Yeah.
I would have been too scared. Because I don't know what I'm going into, and it's a bloke.
Yeah. At what point on your grand tour did you realise you weren't going to get bummed? That's what I was thinking. I was like, my
this
number
is
one
seedy.
thing would have been,
especially when he goes, "This is my soundproof bed."
Yeah. Shut the door so we can see outside.
There was like handcuffs.
That would have been where my head went.
What roles do you have?
And loads of people.
What if you went in that ventilated room and he was
so you need some Java developers.
Yeah. But he could have like gone in that room and like spiked you. You know, he was smoking that joint. It could have not been a joint. It could have been something else. He could have inhaled it. My mind's just like.
That is weird though.
That is a mental story.
But they became a massive client for me, to be fair, so it worked. Like, it was one of my best years in recruitment, and they fueled it massively.
That is crazy.
It's just how it just goes to show there are some people living a completely different lifestyle to.
Oh God, yeah.
Like supercars and like light strips, supercars. Mate.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that was so weird.
Thinking $7,000 is like pocket change.
Pool.
Yeah. It's fairly cheap. Yeah.
A nightclub.
I know.
The nightclub was, Yeah. But they, in the end, I went in a suit that first night and realised that the vibe wasn't suits.
Yeah.
So I remember like that the company I worked for there used to make you wear like suits and stuff. And with this client, I was like, it's just not the vibe. And they would actually then let me dress down to go to that client every time I went to their office and stuff. They would actually let me dress down.
Everyone else got the arse ache with Luke because he's turned up in his shorts and they're all in their suits. Banging.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
That is good.
Yeah, it is a weird story.
Right, we are almost time to wrap up, but we've probably got some time to fly around some quick.
We need to talk about sponsor, remember?
Maybe you and me can just record something at the end.
Yeah, should we do that?
And we can just ask the magic man, Tom, to insert it.
Yeah, let's do that. So we just wanted to do a special shout out to our amazing sponsors, Hinterview.
Yeah, if you've not seen Hinterview in 2025, then you've probably not seen it at all. AI note taker and video intro platform that they've created. Can't recommend Andy Simpson and Richard McLaren enough in terms of just people in recruitment. They've been there, recruitment agency side, managed their own agencies, been recruiters, and built a product which is dedicated to recruitment agencies.
And it's amazing for business development, candidates, like everything. So go and check it out.
Check it out. What's been happening then? What's been happening in everyone's life? Any interesting stories? Anything fun?
Shall I start and tell you about my
little experience? Yes, right now. I give up my slot.
It is sort of
because I want to hear this.
Borderline. Yeah. It's just insane. So if you are into like techno dance music, you will have heard of a club called Berghain. So it's in Berlin. It's open from Saturday, I think. It's open from Saturday till Monday, basically. Okay. So you can stay the whole time.
Yeah.
It's open. So me and my friend would go in to see kind of music. So we said, right, we'll go to that on the Saturday. Sunday we'll go to Berghain. And when I say my friend researched it for months, she has researched it, what to wear, because you're not allowed. No one really. It's quite a mysterious place. So you don't really know what to expect, and you're not guaranteed to get in. You could queue for hours, and at the front, the bouncer might look at you and go, no.
And they could just flat out refuse.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just go. Is it 9? No in German.
Yeah.
9, and you're out. You can try again later, but you might not get in again. So we got up at 4:30 in the morning. We'd been out the day before, barely slept. So how it works is you wear an outfit for the queue, and then you bring an outfit to change into. So in the queue, you've got to look like alt. So and not wear loads of makeup. It's not that sort of place. So I look like shit. I bet because I've been out the day before. I just put black around my eyes. I put fake nose ring on. My hair was a mess. I wore a black t-shirt dress, my boots, and a jacket. Right. So we turn up. You're not allowed to. You shouldn't talk in the queue. You can't seem too excited. You can't. No.
It's really
don't talk in the queue. Yeah. Really.
Sounds weird, doesn't it?
It's cult. It is culty. So we turn up 6 a.m. There is no queue. So we're like, yes. But obviously we didn't react.
What time's it open?
It opens on Saturday at like midnight, I think, or something like that, or 9 p.m.
Wow, yeah.
So people have been in there like all night.
God.
But 6 a.m. we turned up, there isn't a queue, so that's good. So we're seeing people go through and get turned away. Like 3 couples got told no. So we're like, right, okay. And I was really positive we get in, but Soph was convinced we were not going to get in. So we get to the front and I go to walk in and he stops me and I'm like, oh no. And he just says, wait. And then we get let in and you can't react. So inside I'm like, yes. So we get in, you get put in this side room and there's 4 people, like really stern, like not reacting. You go over, you open your bag, they search your bag, they pat you down, like just check what you've got. You pay, it's only €30 to get in. You get your band, then you into another room, right? And basically people are stripping off. So there's some people that aren't wearing any clothes in there. So it's fucking boiling in there. So I literally wore like this see-through lace bra. I mean, you could see my nipples, little skirt, boots. My friend like got completely changed, put your clothes in a bag, you hand your clothes in. So bizarre. There's people wearing like nothing.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
No clothes.
I wouldn't know where to look if I was in there. I'd really be struggling.
We walked in, we walk in there. We walk in to the bottom floor, which has got a bar and a toilet. I've already seen one naked bloke straight away. And
just on his own? Just vibing?
We're just talking to somebody, just having a chat.
Right.
Just it's normal, just like having a chat.
I was just how do you not just walk around with a boner?
No,
do you know what I mean?
It gets more bizarre, right? No, but it's mainly a queer space. There's not many straight.
Seeing all the naked men.
There's not many straight people there. There's not many straight people there. It's a queer space mainly. Right. And that was the other thing. We thought, like, remember I said me and my friend were going to try and be a couple to get in. It's easier to get in. So then we go upstairs. We go to the toilet. The toilets are hanging, by the way, absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. So we go up the stairs into the techno room, and it's like nothing you have ever experienced in your life. It's quite small, but it's intense. It's like pounding techno, people in like gimp masks, like different, some clothes, some no clothes, just vibe into techno, drinking water, basically.
Is it heavy techno? Is it like
heavy? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, crumbs.
The bars are really nice, like really posh cocktail bar looking bars. You can get amazing cocktails. There's a little tiny room with an ice cream parlour, and you can get like snacks, like a banana and vegan sandwiches and stuff like that. We were in there for 8.5 hours. At one point, so these are 2 very weird things that happened. Okay. So at one point,
we're not weird so far.
That
was all fairly stout.
It's weird when you're in there. It doesn't feel weird.
Yeah, I get it.
Everyone no one's judging. Everyone just leaves you alone and gets on with it, right? So we're dancing by these like under these stairs, and there's like a little ledge behind us, and this couple walk next to us. The man's naked. The woman's actually wearing quite a lot of clothes. She's wearing a dress. So they start kissing and stuff, and we're just dancing away. And then I'm like, what are they doing? And they're like, getting on it. Like they were having sex next to us for 3 hours. Like they were going at it, like doing the lot. I'm talking foreplay, everything.
Go on, son.
But the weird thing
standing up.
No, she was. They swapped positions. Right. One of them was pitched. But at one, I was like, well, I'm not moving. We were here first.
Right. So
but that's the weird thing at home. You'd be like, oh, we'll leave them to it. We just carried on dancing. We were like, all right.
That's wild.
That was one weird thing. Then we moved, just not long before we left, it got busier and busier. As the day goes on, more and more people come in. And it got more intense and weird as the day went on. And there was this doorway with like a dark room with these little cornered off areas. Yeah. So Soph's dancing and she's like, oh my God, there's a guy giving a guy a blowjob in the doorway. So I obviously wanted to look. So I like danced over and had a look. I was like, fucking hell, they've not even gone right in the room. Then all of a sudden, all these men keep walking in and I look again and they're all having an orgy basically, watching each other. Some people are watching, some people are getting involved. I was like, it's like 2:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday, right? I've just finished
Super Sundays on.
I've just finished eating a banana to keep me going, like for energy, and there's a gay orgy going on in a room.
Oh, there was someone.
And I'm dancing to the best techno I've ever heard in my life. Oh, what is going on?
That is a mad gap.
That's why I love being in this WhatsApp chat. You see what I mean? The variation in there.
And at midday, they open the blinds so the light comes in from outside. There's people going about their... it's
I bet
intense.
That's a shock, yeah.
But
when
we left,
the light
and we were like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I was.
I imagine you going to a place like that in a QPR shirt and like cutting it up to be little nipple holes. So I was just in a QPR shirt with his nipples out.
I got my belly button out.
Nothing on below.
We're going back 100%. We're going to go back in February. It was like
I don't think
it is. There's no mirrors anywhere.
Yeah.
It is boiling hot. Like every time I went to the toilet, I was putting water all over my body. It was like, and no one cares what they look like. Like I didn't care. No one cares about what anyone looks like. But no one really talks to each other. Like you go to a rave in the UK, everyone's loved up making friends.
No one.
No one talks to each other.
Were the blokes more naked than the women? Because in your story, it sounds like all the blokes.
Well, there's
are
more
naked,
blokes there because it's a. I would say there was more blokes there.
Right.
I would say it was but for the women that were there. Like there was one woman where she's literally wearing like a tiny thong. It's not really a bra. Like basically she had her boobs out. She had tape over her boobs. I was like, I could wear that next time.
Yeah, cozy branded.
Cozy branded. But I would say
cozy. And then Giig It A Rest.
Probably. I would probably say 50. I'd say it was even split.
Right.
But when we went to the cloakroom to get our stuff, a guy came back to get his bag to get a protein bar out for energy, and then went back upstairs.
I fucking love it. It's so
with his old boy out?
He had quite a lot of clothes on actually.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'd really panic in that scenario.
I was just like taking it
You'd be
in.
like a rabbit in headlights.
Yeah, I would be like a rabbit in headlights. I'd panic. You see like the in-betweeners when they do that awkward dance. That would be navigating the dance floor like that. It's just like Will just hopping.
Yeah.
Left to right.
Everybody just was like, I just didn't care. Everyone was left. And what I loved is no phone. So when you come in,
they take it off.
You can't go, when you get in search, they put stickers over every camera on your phone. You can use your phone, but no one is, it was so nice to be at an event.
Secret.
No one's using their phones. Everybody's there for the music. And because there's another room upstairs called the Panorama Bar, which plays more like harder house.
Right.
And everybody is just there for the music.
Yeah, banging. Digital detox is good though. No, not even.
Digital detox
is good.
Maybe you have to put up with a male orgy, but pros, digital detox.
Do you know what? I was here for it though. I was like, do you know what? Like, go for it.
But again, I'd be so nervous in that situation.
I wasn't nervous.
I would know.
I was more nervous about getting through. I got to 8 hours and my back started to hurt. We'd been out the day before, so my legs hurt, and I didn't want to leave. So I was like sitting down, like dancing, like, come on, you can keep going, you keep going. And even a banana, a smoothie, nothing was saving me. I was like, so I'm done. Yeah. That was more my concern. Was like, but next time we're going to go fresh, so we can stay for like 12 hours.
I'm not going to bother with my personal story because you don't want to hear that.
I think I
think I was going to talk about floor tiles. Yeah, let's not do that.
No.
All right, cool.
You must have. Have you got a story?
Well, mine was very different. My weekend was spent very different to that. I was down in Cornwall with the family having a nice time, like just
no orgies.
Actually, your weekend looked really fun.
Yeah.
Your weekend looked really fun.
It was. Yeah. We go
wholesome.
The story from there is we go to this campsite every August bank holiday. So this is the 40th year that people have descended on that campsite.
I thought you were going to say you've been for 40 years.
No. So the way that me and him know each other is our dads went to Scouts together. So we've been brought up.
No way!
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
is that how you know each other?
Yeah,
that is so cute.
Yeah, it's very different to orgies in Berlin. But our dads went to Scouts together. They grew up, went to the same school. Our grandparents live across the road from each other, basically. And we've grown up like brothers because we just have that relationship, going on holidays and stuff. But when they were in Scouts 40 years ago, the lads went to this campsite to go surfing. And it just rolled on every single year. So you get to the point now where every single August bank holiday, 60 to 100 people, depending on how many, will just rock up at that campsite and spend the weekend together. And
everyone knows each other somehow.
Yeah. All through the Scouting network.
Then you got like the kind of youngsters having kids, and it's like
generations. And then people tag on. So we brought friends that were never related to the Scouts that come, and it grows. But when I was 15, I fell off a cliff down there and broke both my arms.
You got airlifted.
I got airlifted.
Shut up.
Airlifted off the beach.
You fell off a cliff?
He started crying.
He fell off a cliff. I cried.
Why did you have to say that?
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Did you not use your
Cheers, mate. And he's crying.
Didn't you use your scout skills?
Lee's crying.
Did he not use his scout skills and help you out?
No,
like
scout
make
skills
a rope
were
out of
used. There
grass
was no
and throw it down
for.
to you.
No, I didn't.
He had his mum wiping his arse for 3 months after that.
At 15 years old, full arm plaster cast, broke both my arms.
What, she had to wipe your bum?
Yeah.
Mate, she did everything for me. Fed me,
Shake it.
washed me. I was like, don't get hard. Do you want, this is a
This is a really seedy episode.
Do you know what? This is a little bit personal, but I'll tell it. And if you feel like it's not appropriate, we can cut it out. Obviously, like 15, kind of prime of life, right? You're becoming a man, shall we say. I'm full arm plaster cast.
I don't know about you, but I'd say I was already a man by then.
I definitely wasn't, but full arm plaster cast for 3 months. I kept having wet dreams because I couldn't service myself, right, for 3 months. And I kept waking up in the morning with arm plaster, like I've got semen in my pants, and it was like a real challenge to navigate.
Did you tell your mum?
Nah, I didn't. I just had to try and like, I just had to try and shift my pants off.
I'm 100% in that scenario, thinking about what I'm about to say before I say it.
Oh right, sorry. Yeah.
Well, there you go, chaps.
But it was a tough period of my life.
That's a short.
That was a tough period of my life to navigate.
Yeah.
Full arm plaster.
Navigating wet dreams with broken arms.
Yeah.
What was worse, the wet dream? What was more embarrassing, the wet dreams or your mum wiping shit off your ass? Like, did you have to bend over like kids?
Mate, I went back to sitting on the toilet going, Mum, I finished. Like I had no other choice. I literally arm plaster, couldn't move my arms. I was immobile. Basically.
When you say you fell off a cliff, did you like? This is a very seedy, dark episode of KOSI.
I couldn't help it. You make me sound like I'm a Robin.
I was actually trying to wrap us up, and then you brought out wet dreams. I was like looking at the time going, oh yeah, better wrap up. Oh, this is a good one for you guys. When I was 15.
Gay orgies.
Yeah, I didn't know if that would be too far. But they sent the helicopter down and they whisked me up off the beach.
It's not finished.
Do you actually fell off a massive cliff?
Yeah. Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, it was.
Could you die?
And he went running. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been very unlucky to die, but just to break my arms, I was lucky. Neck, back, all of that. Like when they land, because I tried to get myself up, and as I tried to set up, these were completely snapped. So my hands were jelly, and I was like, oh, I can't move. And then they sent the geezers down from the helicopter, and I said to them, they were like, how are you? And I was like, I think my arms are broke.
Not good, mate.
And they were like, if that is all, you're lucky. They didn't care.
Yeah.
They were like, neck, back, can you move your toes, head, shoulders, knees, toes, and then whipped me off to.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to wrap us up because we're
sorry, I apologise.
That's all right. Tom's just there going, what the fuck is this he's talking about?
Tom can have PTSD from this episode.
I'm sorry, Tom. Maybe we cut that story out. Andy's face.
No, I think we leave it in.
Andy's
we've got
maybe
it
wrap up.
That is staying in, and it's being a short, and it's going on LinkedIn.
It's definitely staying in.
I'm getting you back.
Right.
I told you I'd get you back.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah,
that was fun.
And I think before we started recording, when we met for coffee this morning, we've got some special things planned for later on in the year as well, which we'll hopefully announce pretty soon.
We need to get this right now.
Okay, cool. So remember, folks, LinkedIn is not real life. God,
I didn't even say it.
Fucking hell, let's go again one more time. Right, remember, folks, LinkedIn
is not real life.